Hello, everyone. This is Jennifer with Creativity. I'm going to give everybody just a moment to jump on, and I hope everyone has had a wonderful Sunday. Give everybody a minute to get on. I am a few seconds early, so hopefully I will start popping up in everybody's feed. I've got lots to share with you tonight. So hopefully All right. Yes, I got my little jigglies. I'm so excited. Today is our Christmas in July series number 4, and this is our last series for the season. I am sad to see Christmas in July going away because it is one of my favorites. But however, hello, Dora. However, we are getting ready to go into one of my other favorite seasons, and that is our fall season. Um, I I think I just love all seasons. I'm gonna be honest. I said at one point summer was my favorite because I am a beach freak. But now it's everything. I'm not for the heat, so I do apologize for no makeup and no hair fix today. However, went to the farm today. Excuse me, went to the farm to feed and everything before coming back, and I was so sweaty that I had to shower, and I didn't have time to get all dressed up for you guys. So this is me, and that's okay as long as we're here and we're crafting together, right? All right, now that I got my desk space cleaned off, I want to get started. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. I am excited to share the projects with you tonight for our Christmas series number 4. Keep in mind that this is a free with a purchase class. So if you place a minimum $40 order today through Saturday, this coming Saturday, which will be August the 2nd, if you place a $40 order from today to August the 2nd, you will get the projects that we are doing tonight for free. All right. So I wanted to say thank you to those that took advantage of the free with shipping. Uh-oh, hold on. I just poured out my drink. Oh, goodness. Thanks, everybody that took advantage of the free with shipping that Stampin' Up did a couple of days ago. I am working on those kits, getting those out. So they should be in the mail by Wednesday for everybody that placed orders for those 3 days of free shipping. All right, I am ready to turn our camera around and get started. Now, I am still doing the summer special. Yes, I got it in my Christmas can. I am still doing the summer promotion that we started in June. It was June, July, and August. So make sure your name is in this bucket. So in order to get your name in the bucket, you purchase a class with me. You order a online class or in-person class, and also, any orders that you place online, you will get it as well. Good evening, Debbie. How are you? So anytime you place an order with me or purchase one of my classes, attend my classes, those are ways that you can get your name in the pot. So we've got a couple of names that we need to go in here. So I'm going to do that real quick before we turn the camera. And then in August, I will start doing the drawings for this. All right, so give me a second so we can get this done. We have got, let's see, give me 1 second. I have got Patricia. Okay, here's your name, Patricia. All right, and I've got Nancy. Okay, here's yours, Nancy. I've got Mary. Here is yours. I've got Ella. And there is yours. And we had one other. Give me 1 second. I meant to pull that name. Um, let's see. Oh, goodness. All right, this might take me longer than I thought. So, no. So here we go. We have Marilyn. M-A-R. All right, so here is Marilyn. All right. Oh, and I got one more. Oh, goodness. Sorry, guys. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. This is making my heart smile. Then we've got Catherine. All right. And there we go. So we have Angie as a person that placed an order since last Sunday. So congratulations, guys. Thank y'all so much. I've got your names in our summer promotion bucket. And I am actually getting ready to start doing some ordering. So I am excited. We're going to do drawings in the month of August. I will let you know what day that will be. But we're going to do some drawings in August for all the free guests. Since it's my birthday month, we're going to have several drawings. It's not going to just be one drawing because I want to celebrate. All right, so let's get our projects out tonight. I'm going to go ahead and flip you around, and we are going to get started. Now, remember, I've got upcoming classes, which is going to be I have my in-person card class coming up, which is August the 11th. I am getting ready to send out registration information for that. And then we have our sip and kit class as well. So make sure you get registered so you can be part of our event. All right. I think I've got everything set up and ready to go. I hope that doesn't have a bad glare on it. All right, so to recap, in case you are just catching this video, we have done every Sunday in the month of July, we have done Christmas in July. So I wanted to go back and share the projects with you from what we have done so far, and then I'll show you the projects we're doing tonight. So series one was these cards. All right, I'm going to scoot those up. And then here is this one. And if you placed an order during the free shipping, you are getting all of the projects. You will get all the supplies to make the projects. Just remember, for those that are getting it, I cannot do any of the stamped images. So that'll be totally up to you to either compromise and use different sets or purchase the sets. Okay, so this was day one. Series one were those three. And then series two was the Joy Jar. I have loved this set. We have done so much. We have done so much with this set. I got to grab the card that goes with that one. We actually used that in my Christmas in July escape class. So there is the third card for series two. Okay. And then series three, get those out the way. Series three, we used the Good Shepherd's stamp set. So here are series three. And then we did this one. I love this set so much. All right, so there is series 3. So now we're getting ready to start on series 4. And I'm going to share those with you in 1 second. But I wanted to share with you my Christmas in July escape class. I wanted to share with you what our ladies got because I would love for you to come and join us in the near future when we do this. So let me grab my stuff real quick. But I did post a picture yesterday, so you might have to go from that. Yeah, because I don't see it, and I don't want to tie up time. So, so the cards that they did was this one and here, and then we made this one, and then we made this one. Sorry about the ink. It got turned over into the ink pad. So these are the cards that the ladies made yesterday in my in my Christmas in July escape. And then we also made this little gift bag that you could put some things in. So this was a bag that we made as well. So I wish I could show you the projects. Of course, they got the the headbands. And then, of course, we had to pass out some candy. And they got a keychain. And I can show you the little cute bag that everything came in. So this is one of the bags that they got. And it actually opens up, and it's one of those reusable bags. So that was a gift that they got as well when they did all the projects. All right, so that was the Christmas in July escape. Now, my next event like this will be in October. So be on the lookout for that because I would love for y'all to come and attend that one. Hello, Nancy. All right, let's get started with our projects tonight because I am so excited with this set. There is more to come with this. I had to cut myself off because we only have so much time during the lives, and I try to keep my lives within the hour, so I didn't want to go too crazy. All right, so we are using the Jolly Holly bundle. This is the stamp set that goes with this. This is a online exclusive item, so it's not going to be in a catalog. You do have to go to my website and go under online exclusives, and you will see this set. It is so cool because it comes with the stamp set. Then it has this Jolly Holly hybrid embossing folder. All right, so here is the folder, and I know you're not going to be able to see it very well, so let's do this. I'm going to stick a piece of cardstock under here, and hopefully it'll show up better. But it is so gorgeous. Here is the embossing folder. Now, for those that don't know what a hybrid folder is, I was a little nervous at first, but these folders are made for it, and I will show you what it does. It comes with this die, okay, and you take it, and on one side you can feel the indentions in it. So you take your die and you line it up, wrong side. You line it up with your folder. Hold on, let me figure out what side it goes to. Give me a second. There we go. So you line it up with your embossing image, and the dies clamp in it, see? And it don't move. So then whenever you run your paper through, you'll put your paper on it just like this, and you close it up. and you run this through your embossing folder. And I will show you what it does. So then whenever you run it through your embossing folder with the die in it, it does not totally cut your image, but look, it embosses your folder or your cardstock, but then you've got these holly leaves that you can lift up in all kinds of areas. All right? So it is so gorgeous. And so we're going to do a card with that in a few minutes, and I'll show you what it does, what it actually looks like, and how you can incorporate that into cards. All right, I'm going to put this down so it's easier for you to see because I did not get a chance to get my dies on a magnet yet. So you've got the two rectangle dies. You have your die that cuts out your holly. And then you have another die that cuts out, um, let's see, what's this going to cut out? Hold on, let me see. I haven't played with everything yet. Okay, so there are bells in this stamp set. So this die cuts out your bells, all right? And then you've got a little leaf here, and I've called it the little branch right there. All right. And then you have this die that says joy, and that cuts out this right here. Or you can just run this through and have like a shaded background type. It's fatter. So there is that one. And then you've got this one, and I probably ain't going to say it the way you're supposed to say it, but it cuts out the poinsettia. All right, so that one cuts out that. All right, so that is this bundle. So whenever you get the Holly Jolly bundle, it comes with your dies, your stamp set. Oh, and you've got this big gorgeous die. Don't forget it. Okay, let's scoot these out so it can go on the paper too. All right, so you get your dies, you get your stamp set, and you get the hybrid embossing folder. All of this comes in the bundle. All right. And I think it will be a must have for Christmas cards going forward. I know some people aren't doing Christmas cards quite yet. Some people say it's too early. But let me tell you, by me doing my Christmas in July series last year, I got my Christmas cards out and ready the first time ever by the first week of December. I was ready to go at Thanksgiving. And it was a good feeling to know that I had almost 200 Christmas cards ready to go out by doing the Christmas in July and other Christmas events that I did. So it's never too early to get started on Christmas cards, guys. All right, so y'all are ready to start crafting because I am ready. I have had so much fun this afternoon playing with this because it's just been too hot to go outside to do much. So I did what I had to do, and then back in I came. So let's share what our projects are going to be for tonight. All right, so here is, let's see, let's put them in order. Here is card number 1, and this is using C, what is it called? I don't use this very often. It is called Soft Sea Foam, Shaded Spruce, excuse me, and Cherry Cobbler. Oh, excuse me. And then the ribbon, excuse me, the ribbon is Shaded Spruce and Soft Sea Foam. And it is reversible, so you can use either side of it. All right, card number 2, goodness, is using cherry cobbler, shaded spruce, and basic white. And then card number 3, this card I was inspired by one of my friends, Hattie Nelson. And this one is using the basic beige, the designer series paper. It is called Tweed for Need Designer Series paper, and that is an online exclusive paper. And then I've used it in basic white cardstock. So those are the projects for series number 4. All right, so let's get started with our projects. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Also, if you are not following my videos and would like to keep up with what's going on, click the like button and follow button on my Facebook page. And if you're watching this on YouTube, if you would subscribe to my channel and click that bell at the very top so when I go live, you are notified as well. All right. So I would greatly appreciate all the support that gives me. Excuse me. I have no idea where that come from. All right, let's get our stuff out of our basket so we can get started with our project. We're going to scoot this over. We're going to take our soft sea foam and we're going to fold it at the score mark. Also, if you place an order for the minimum of the $40 and you get the project, you will also get a written tutorial with step-by-step instructions. Plus, you can always come back to the video to watch. I have just took the embossing folder and I embossed this folder. I embossed the shaded spruce. So all you need to do is use your tape runner or your liquid glue. I'm going to put some glue on here. This is our Tombow liquid glue. And I'm using the brush part. I have been playing with this and seem to have better results in getting it to spread evenly. And it's more easy to control versus the fine tip on it. Oh, shucks. You know what, guys? We got to tie our ribbon around that so we can tie our bow before I hook that down. Darn it. All right, let's see if I can do this without messing up now that I got glue everywhere. All right. So we're going to just leave that hanging. This is what we're going to do because I don't want to get glue all over my tabletop because you know where that's going to lead. We will never get another project done tonight. So we're going to just go ahead and do this. And I probably got too much ribbon on this side, but it's okay. All right, so we're going to put that down, and then we're going to roll this out. And we are going to tie a bow. All right. And that might be even better since it's stable. It won't be going everywhere. Let's see how this works. All right. Oh, this is going to be easier. Oh, maybe. There we go. All right. Now that I got the bow tied, then you can twist it and turn it however you want it to be. And then you can sit here and play with it. If you don't want the soft seafoam colors showing through, You can just keep working it around and it will change it. Um, uh-oh. Where are my snips? All right, so we're going to take our snips and we're going to snip this off. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to roll this back up and we're going to, I've gotten where I put little pins in them to keep it from unraveling. So let me get this twisted back around. This ribbon is in our annual catalog. Hello, Denise. Welcome. Hello, Karen. Thank y'all for joining. We are doing our Christmas in July Series 4. Tonight ends our series. I hope everybody has enjoyed them as much as I have. I'm sad to see it go. However, we have lots of fun things coming up. I've already got some sneak peeks of some of the fall stuff, and oh man, it's going to be such a great season as well. All right, so one of the things I wanted to get doing is I wanted to share a little trick with you in case you don't know it. I am going to take our Stampin' Blend, and this is our dark cherry cobbler. And I wanted some red embellishments. So these are the opal rounds assortments. So what I did is I took this, and I took my dark Stampin' Blend, and I'm going to go ahead and do this so it's got time to dry. I took the brush tip and I colored the top. Now, you don't want to put too much pressure down because you will mess up the tip of your marker. So I wanted 2 of the big ones, and then I need 2 of the little ones. And since I already colored that one, I'm going to just color 1 more. Okay? And now I'm going to let that sit while we finish assembling the card so it can dry while we get done. All right, so now we need to put our labels together here. And what I did is I took and ran this through the adhesive sheets that we sell. And it turned it into a sticker. So all I got to do is pull the back off of it to where now I don't have to worry about getting glue everywhere. So we're going to put that straight onto our little white cutout. Okay. And then we need our glue dots. And we're going to hook our hollies together. So I'm going to take the shaded spruce and I'm going to just put a glue dot on the back of it. And then I'm going to offset the 2 to where we've got the greens going in different directions, okay? And then I'm going to put 2 glue dots on the back side of this. Come on. Uh-oh, come on. Okay, and then this is going to go right up in our top corner here. All right, now we are ready to assemble this to the card. I am putting this on the shaded spruce, and these labels came out of the dies for the Holly Jolly, or Jolly Holly. Did I say it backwards? I was watching somebody else earlier and she said it backwards, and I think she's got me now saying it backwards. Let me double check that. It is called Jolly Holly. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to put dimensionals on the back of this, and I'm going to go ahead and put 1 in each corner just because. You know, I love dimensionals, and you know, we're going to put one in the middle because we don't want a sagging card sentiment. All right, so we're going to pop these off with our pick tool. Okay, and then this is going to go, oh, I got my ribbon a little too high, but it's okay. We'll make it work. We're going to put that right there. Perfect. All right, now we're ready for our bling. So we're going to take our embellishment, take our pick tool here, and we're going to take this, pick it up, and it's going to go right there. And then we're going to take the big one here, and we're going to put it down in the bottom corner. And then the two small ones are going to offset it right there. Okay? All right, now we have our inside. Let me put my embellishments back in its little sleeves so they don't get lost. And then we got to do our inside, and on the inside, I use the stamp set that says, "May the spirit of the season bring you hope, happiness, and love." All right? And I stamped that in cherry cobbler. All right, come on. All right. So we're going to slide this over, and then we're going to take our stamp and tap it into our ink. If you're not familiar with Stampin' Up! Ink pads, you do not have to put a lot of pressure onto your stamp and into the ink. All you need to do is just barely tap your stamp set. Our pads are very moist and juicy, so therefore you will get it too heavy if you're not careful. And then you won't get clean stamped images. And then what I did is I took the holly and the shaded spruce and I just stamped it in the top left corner. And I just left it. I didn't color it in or anything. So I just did that. I just think that is so pretty. All right, I just stuck my finger in the ink pad. So let me get that red off before I touch the white cardstock and get it all over the place. All right, so let's move the ink pads because we're opening up our cards and we don't want to get ink everywhere. So let's put our glue on the back side here. And again, the adhesive, you can use the tape runners, you can use liquid glues. It is your card, so your decision. So we're going to put that right there. Perfect. All right, so there is card number 1. Okay. All right, let's close out these ink pads. Try to keep them closed so we don't get it everywhere. That's the last thing I want to do is to get ink all over the place. All right, so let's move card 1. Oh, we got to do our envelope for card 1. What I did is I took the envelope and I stamped the holly in it down in the bottom corner. So we did not send out you know it, we don't send out naked envelopes. Thanks, Debbie. All right, so let's get our holly back out. And we're going to stamp that right down in the bottom here. Now, you have to be real careful, but I gently took my cherry cobbler and I colored the berries, but I did not really let it sit because our blends do bleed through. So if you really wanted to do detail, make sure you slip a piece of paper on the inside of your envelope so it does not bleed through. But because I gently did it, now if I was coloring the whole thing, I would definitely make sure I had something inside the envelope so it don't bleed through. But because I didn't do the whole thing, I thought I could do it just like I did. All right, so let's close these up and pull out card number 2. Card number 2. All right, so here is card number 2. Now, this was a little tricky because of the delicacy of the folder. Once you use that hybrid folder, it's a little tricky, but it is so pretty. So I am definitely going to be playing with it more so I can do more with it. All right. See, mine tore, and it's not supposed to, so I think it's because of the pressure that I used in my card. So trial and error, but it's going to be great. All right, we're going to take our cardstock. This is our base of our cardstock, and I am using cherry cobbler. So we're going to take that. Goodness gracious, I am so sorry. Kind of like a kid when you get a call. Kids never bother you until you get ready to get on the phone, and then they all have to talk to you, right? Kind of like my cough here. I ate coughed all day, and then I get on the video, and now I'm doing nothing but coughing. All right, so I've got my shaded spruce and my basic white. I am going to uplift this by double layering the inside of my card. I don't do this all the time. Um, I do it occasionally. Oh goodness, I hope I did not mess up my video. My son is calling me during my live and I thought I had do not disturb on. Sorry about that. Alright, so we're going to take this and we're going to put straight on here and we're going to double layer this, like I said, and we're going to use our adhesive on this one. And then this goes on the inside. Now, I did not stamp on the inside because I'm not sure what I want to put, but that's for the inside. Now, we're going to stamp our sentiment that says Merry Christmas. And I did that in cherry cobbler as well. Oh, great. Thanks, Dora. I've only been doing Facebook Lives every Sunday for probably 3 years now, and my family just does not comprehend. I'm not talking to anybody on Sunday at 8 o'clock. So, I don't know. He never gets it. You know my child, Dora. All right, so we're going to put this down. We're going to say Merry, and then this one's going to be Christmas. And we're going to put this one right there. Ooh, that's kind of close. All right, it's going to work. So now we're going to put our adhesive on the back side of this. All right, and we are going to center that right into our cherry cobbler. Now, we are going to use the gold and silver 1/8 of an inch trim combo pack. Yes, Dora. He is something else. You're right. You have not heard the latest. I'll have to text you and tell you about that one. All right. So we're going to take our gold out of that dual pack and we're going to wrap it around twice. All right. So we're going to take it and we're going to turn it around here and we're going to do this one twice. And then we are going to tie a bow. Why is this twisting on me? Hold on, it's twisted on me. That's something that I got to work on is how to, because it's very, very delicate around the edges. So you be real careful when you're playing with this bundle because that does tend to, and again, it is probably my pressure because I tend to really get into what I'm working on. So sometimes I give it too much. All right, let's get this out here. And then we need to kind of make it snug. So we got to be real careful because I don't want to tear it. All right. And then we are going to cut this off. And what I did earlier is once I got my ribbon around it, I went ahead, because it is so tender, I went ahead and put my adhesive on and attached it to my card base so I could tie my bow and not have to worry about tearing anything. All right. So we're going to pull this again, and then we're going to turn it like it goes, and we're going to put it straight onto the card base. Hold on. See, this is wanting to move on me. Okay. And then we're going to just kind of put it straight onto our card base. And I promise, guys, this is not a bad thing. It is a gorgeous thing to play with. It's just a matter of playing with it. And I have not done a whole lot with them hybrid folders. So it's just a trial and error. And then we're going to put that piece, oops, we're going to put this piece right back where it goes so you'd never see that it was out. All right. And it looks like I did not put my stuff on here even, so I don't know if I'll be able to tie it down, but let's try it. All right, we're going to hook that down in a second. Let's get this bow tied, and then we will fix what needs to be fixed on the card, because it is a beautiful set. All right, let me see if I can get my little hands to work tonight. And also, I hope my sound is okay. I have my AC running up here, and normally I cut it off, but it is just so hot. I can't, I don't think I could cut it off, but if it does not, if you're having a hard time hearing me, let me know in the comments and I will cut it off. I put my headphones in to kind of sound it out, so hopefully that's what it's doing. But if it's too hot, too noisy, let me know. All right, there we go. So we're going to fix our bow and make it all pretty. Okay. All right, there we go. Now we're going to cut our extra pieces off. And then we got to stick this piece on with some adhesive. Because somehow or another I pulled it off. Oops. Great. Thank you, Dora. All right, let's slide this around. Come on. All right, perfect. Now, we're going to take this, and we are going to put just a little bit of adhesive on the back here, but not much, because we have our holly that we are able to lift up and hold our cards in place. Okay, so we're going to take it then, and we're going to stick our sentiment. Hold on. We're going to take and stick our sentiment on the inside of our hollies. If I can find the one that I need. All right. Well, okay, there we go. The gold's just going to be on the top. That's just the way this one is wanting to operate. So we're going to just leave it. It's still pretty. Maybe I can lift this one up. There now. All right. I'm going to stick this one back on the top. There we go. See, I knew it would work. All right. Then I took and stamped the holly, and I've already colored it, so you didn't have to watch me do that. And I am going to use the glue dots, and we're going to put these right on here. And these came out of the stamp set. And normally I do all of this with you, but because I am doing more cards than I normally do, I did not want to go over the hour, so I went ahead and did these for us. So I'm just taking the glue dots and I'm hooking them on, and then this one's going to go down at the bottom. So there is card number 2. And then for the envelope, I did the same thing, and I did take a piece of paper, and I want to stick it on the inside of my envelope, because this one I did color in. So what I did is I stamped this one in the shaded spruce, like we did before. No, I did not. I used the old olive, and then the old olive blends. Thanks, Dora. All right, we're going to stamp this in the old olive down in the bottom there for our envelope, because we do not send naked envelopes out. Hold on. All right. And then we are going to take this and we're going to color this in. And this is the old olive. All right. And we're going to color. And then we're going to take the dark. And then we're going to give it that centerpiece right there. Take your cherry cobbler and color your berries. So there is your card to match. Oh, we can take out this paper now. And then that way, see, by putting the paper in, it did not bleed through. And then we're going to take our card in, and now you have a Christmas card that is ready to go for card number 2. Card number 2. All right. Let's go to card number 3. And I think this is one of my favorites. Like I said, I was inspired by one of my friends. She is a demonstrator. Her name is Hattie Nelson. And she just teamed up with the group and did 6 days of craft along for Christmas in July. And this was one of her cards that she did, and it really inspired me. So let's connect and do that. Let's get my stuff back in my basket here so we can do that and get started on card number 3. All right. We're going to pull all the goodies out, and we are going to, here is card number 3. All right. So this one, and the reason this one inspired me, it is a fun fold, but it's different. So this is the part that opens up, and you've got just this side here, and this side you glue all the way down. All right. So it's different, but it's a neat card. I really enjoyed watching her make this one. All right. So let's clean our stamps real quick and get everything out of the way that I don't currently need so we can get started. I've got to get one of my pads. We're going to do this off first off, and that way it has time to dry. We're going to be doing some coloring, so let's do this real quick. This is something else that I wanted to share with you because we have white ribbon. This is actually the white ribbon. This is an online exclusive ribbon, and it's 1/4 of an inch ribbon. And I wanted it to be green. So what I did is I took, this is why I had to get a pad here. I took my Mossy Meadow green blender pen and I colored my ribbon. So our ribbons are, you're able to color the white ribbons. I won't say you can color all of them because it just depends on the ribbon. Like our sheer ribbons, things like that, you wouldn't be able to. But our solid ribbons, you can take and use our blends and you are able to color them because I don't have Mossy Meadow green ribbon and I really wanted it. So this is how I am getting my Mossy Meadow. Now I'm going to turn it over because this can be reversible. So I want to make sure my greens are the same on both sides. All right. Also, I want this to be cherry cobbler, and it is our real red ribbon twine. So what I did with it is I took our cherry cobbler blend and I colored it. So this one's a little tricky because it's so tiny. So you just have to keep chasing it. All right, now I can hold it. So this way you can color it, and when it dries, it will not fade off. And then you've got cherry cobbler twine. And that is exactly what I was trying to get. Okay. Can you tell I've really been playing lately? I have been enjoying my time upstairs in my studio because it's been so hot and not being able to go outside. unless you're early morning or late evening. Like right now would probably be a good time that I could go outside. But it's dark. So I have played in the craft room. So we're going to set that off and let both of those dry. We're going to move this out of the way. Uh-oh. Hold on. We've got... All right, it's not going to move. Okay. Got some ink on my table, and I didn't want it to get on my cardstock. All right, so we got to take our... we need to take our cutter now, and we've got to cut our cardstock. So what you need to do is you are going to cut this at the 1-inch mark, and you're going to cut it to your score line. Is that right? Is it your 1-inch mark? I believe it was my 1-inch. Let's see. Or was it 1.5 inches? Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. So we're going to cut it down to the 1-inch. 1 inch. All right. And then you're going to cut it to your score mark. All right. There we go. And that will give us our pretty fold. So now we're going to take and fold our card base. Oh boy. You see what I did? I see what I did. I cut the wrong side, but that's okay because it's going to work either way. All right. Now we're going to take our strip of designer series paper, and you can do either side. You can do this side or this side. I like this one, so we're going to change it up, and we're going to put it on this side. And I just love this designer paper here. It is an online exclusive again. Love it. So if you do not have it, I recommend you looking at it online and think about getting you some. All right. So then I took another piece of the basic beige, and I embossed it with the 3D embossing folder. And we're going to put our adhesive on here. Remember, if you're using adhesive, to be careful with your pressure so you don't collapse your fold of your 3D embossing. All right, so we're going to put that straight down. All right, now we are ready to do some stamping. So we're going to pull our pieces out. We've got our inside piece and our banner. The banner, we want it to be in cherry cobbler. And we're going to say Merry Christmas on the front side. Okay. So this one, we're going to set off like down here. Okay. And then the Christmas, we're going to kind of come back and do it right in here. Okay, that looks good. Now we are ready to do some assembling with our holly. And again, I've already got it together and I've got it colored. And I used the Mossy Meadow to color this. So we're going to do some layering. So we need our glue dots so we can attach it all together. So we're going to take our holly here, and we are going to put it on here, and we are going to offset it just like we did the first card. We're going to twist it just a little bit to where it shows double the holly. Okay. Then I want to take the branches and stick behind it. And I'm using a glue dot. So we're going to take this and we're going to stick it just like that. And then we're going to do the same for this one. All right. And that one is going to go on this side. Just like that. All right. And then we are going to put some adhesive on the back. And that goes straight up here in this corner. Okay. Now, we are almost ready. Now we need to take this piece and we are going to use dimensionals. And because we're fixing to tuck some ribbon in between, I'm going to kind of come off to the middle here and to the end to put the adhesive in there. All right? Because it was a struggle the way I did it for my sample. So we're going to try this and see if it works better. So we're going to do this and we're going to layer this onto here. Perfect. Now we're ready for our ribbon. So we're going to take this and we're going to fold it. And because the top is kind of shredded a little bit, I'm going to take my snips and angle and cut it. We're going to take our glue dots and we're going to put a couple on here. I would say do maybe 3 glue dots. And let's do one more. And then you're going to wedge it between these two right here and do it like a sandwich. All right. Hold on. I want it to be at the top and the bottom, just a little bit. Not much, but I want it on top and bottom. All right, there we go. Perfect. Now we're going to take the ribbon, the twine. Okay, Dora, thank you. We're going to take the twine here and we are going to tie a bow. Okay. And we're going to fix our bow to where it's not wonky here. All right, and then we're going to take that off. We're going to put this on with some with a glue dot. And this then gets tucked right up at the top of the corner. Right at the top here. All right. All right. There we go. There we go. Now, okay. Remember when you go to put it on over here, you're only going to put adhesive on a part of it so your card opens in the front. If you put it all the way across, it will not open. Ask me how I know that. Yes, I did it. So we're going to just do it on a part of it. We're going to do that right there. And you know what? I don't think, no, we didn't. Okay. We need to put our tape adhesive on this side. So we close this flap down completely. Oh boy, I didn't see. I knew I shouldn't have left that ink pad open. All right. So now we're going to stamp our inside here. And I did the same sentiment that we did earlier. The one about May the season May the spirit of the season, and we're going to stamp it close to the top. But then what I did is I also took my basic beige and I stamped the leaf image in the background. So just like this. Okay. And I did the basic beige there. Now this is ready. Let's close this up because we're done. And I am going to get that all over my card and I'm going to be upset. So let's put the adhesive on here. And then this goes right on the inside. Okay. And there. Now we need to do our embellishments. And on this one, I used the low profile sparkle dies. Low profile sparkle dies. And I did the Mossy Meadow. We're going to take one of the big ones and we're going to attach it right there. We're going to do two of the little ones, and I'm going to put one there and then one at the bottom. Okay, so there is card number 3, and we need to do our envelope, and what I did with it is I took the Mossy Meadow ink, stamped it in the bottom corner, took my cherry cobbler, colored my berries, and there she goes. All right, so that is card number 3. Oh, I hope you have enjoyed our Christmas in July series. This was series number 4, which ends our series for July. We will bring back Christmas when Christmas gets closer. But right now, I have enjoyed doing Christmas in July. I hope you've enjoyed getting ideas and getting ready to get your started. And if I can be of any help to you, please reach out to me. I would love to talk with you, help you get started with your projects and anything else. So let's pull out the cards again. So there is 3. Let me get these out of the way. I got to clean them. Let's get these pulled back. So there is 3, card 2, and there is card 1. Remember that if you place a minimum of a $40 order with me between now and Saturday, August the 2nd, you will get all the supplies to make these cards for free. Click the link in this video if you are interested in placing an order. Also, join my email if you are not already on it so you can get notified of all upcoming classes and events and sneak peeks of free projects that I do send out. And then if you're not following my Facebook page, if you'll go to the top, subscribe to it, click follow, share my video. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you would subscribe to my video channel and then click that bell in the top right-hand corner so you will be notified when I go live. It would greatly help me tremendously, and I am very blessed for you. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thanks, Debbie. Appreciate you. I will be back live on Wednesday morning. Let's see, that is July 30th at 6:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with more projects to share. Thank you and have a good evening.